Enyumre yebabe di nkomo. Enyumre yebabe kasa. So I got a message from that Lumbaba, Darren. Darren is telling me that I should, in a respectful manner. I respect that. I respect the way he approached me. I respect that. I hope he's listening. Bro, I want to talk to you. I hope you're listening. I respect how he approached me because he approached with respect. Just any man tell you know. Not and come on me DNA say. And come on, Darren, enemy DNA say. Okay. Well, before I make come on at show, let me explain something to more. Namontini maybe I say. As I was jamming to the song, Obi catch me say, and I mean so be a trust after dissing that Lumba, you are listening to his song. Let me explain something to you. There's a difference between Kwadwo, Fosu, and that Lumba. That Lumba is a brand. We knew him as a musician, and that is who we know. Sometimes, people get it misconstrued. No. You thought you knew that Lumba. You didn't know that Lumba. I mean, you knew that Lumba, but you didn't know Charles Kwadwo Fosu. He sold you, Nana Kwesi, I see you. He sold you what? A brand, and you loved it. We all fell in love with the brand. What I say? So you don't know who that Lumba. I mean, who Charles Kwadwo Fosu is. And asama ye kano, asama esino, and yet about the brand, and about who the personality was, who the person was. How can we just say, oh, we love that Lumba so much, so everything he did, we should just let it go? No, we can't. Because yenina e nipa. Yenina e nipa. Because of it is only right say you use or not as an example to change our society. We are work in progress. Go and check. Maybe I was bad. And I mean, yeah. Sometimes when people come up here and that's all more nonsense that you don't know me. I mean, yeah, and I know the problem that we have as Ghanaian men. Meaning problem meaning the issues, meaning the high. So when I speak, it resonates with the women because it's like I'm in their living room. It's like I'm there in their house and I make casa because I am a Ghanaian man. Me a Ghanaian bema and I mean him said he see and I mean him said he see drink. Now all of us, you were very good. But majority of us, meaning how we reason, meaning how we see drink. So when I come online and I say things that you see the women like surprise you almost. It's like may come, yeah, because meaning Bema wanting it, meaning how that man is treating. How can I just sit idle and say, I advocate for women, not asamaba, not because say Oda me woman that Lumbentino, Messi Debbie Minka. Debbie, for the greater good. For the greater good, we have to talk about it. For the greater good, we have to talk about it. Let me show. No, I don't know if it's on this phone. Hey, everything that has transpired, I influence it among for a and normal estimate I influence it and among for a Obi send them a marriage certificate. The marriage certificate, do you know when she got married? Oware on the 25th of August. 2025. 25th of August 2025. The part of that number o month ben. That number o month ben. Obviously, the greater good could have been when he was alive, not after his death. Do you understand greater good? Do you understand the greater good? The greater good has nothing to do with that lumba. How do you understand for the greater good? That lumba will July 26th. The person married August 25th. August 25th, 2005. So I know the things we are talking about, people are listening. Or say yeah, the kwasia sem sane di Akosua Serwaa no se dabi. Let me go to court. Ya ne ho ade dada o. Ya ne ho ade dada. But she said, nah, yenko court, yenko ordinance. Yenko court, yenko ordinance. People are running from it. After this whole thing, as you know, do you know many women are on best at your Do you know how many women on best at your Somebody asked on YouTube, I said, why are you supporting Akosua Serwaa? Why am I supporting Akosua Serwaa? If you know what I stand for and what I do on this platform, it is only right. Say I advocate and I stand for Akosua Serwaa. You might say, I saw Odoboni so yes, Odoboni so yoba. But when she didn't act like a lady, who said how a woman is supposed to be. You don't break someone's home. You don't take away someone's happiness. And I stand behind you. No, I stand for fairness. Mijnaho, Emma, fairness. After breaking someone's home, me to me support you. Hold on for a second. Bro. Oh yeah, DM me. I'm alive, you know. All right, okay, all right, bye. So that is my reason for supporting Akosua Serwaa, because the idea, it is not fair. And yet, I have fallen in love with Yemame Akosua Serwaa, and I'm supporting her. But idea may fight for it. It is not only for Akosua Serwaa, it is for the rest of all the Ghanaian women who are going through the same ordeal. Akosua Serwaa seminar, as you know, Modrin say about properties. This thing is not about properties, so. Asama esino is for Ghanaian women to learn from it. So if you are out here sidetracked by all the brouhaha, now when to me and Jebi and film, now when to me and find two hopeful, now when to me and who the cost of life, now once you the bayawa, name is a what say pa. Oh yes, what say? And I'm sure say there are so many women are because obi oha who say accident here or driver no obehwe so no who wash kwan mu or say oh akwa pa na driver men na driver pine no so da kopem. So women, you have to listen to everything that is going on and actually learn from it. Oh yeah, mama. Oh jama opa speed man akọ pine no so da kopem. Near the BIA no. So I'm telling you, Saturday way I see and a see a one crophobia or mummy no Akosua Serwaa ni dia kese that number very big. So we can all learn. Sanka Saturday way to nipa bia onye star anka enye event, no one will care. But nyaminim say women in Africa, especially Ghana to be precise, suffer. Some women are suffering. Oh, some women are suffering. And money be bread. They don't have a say. Only Bema ako plantation field. Plantation field, mako so, mako boy jumasa, mako bread. Na Bema, sorry. Ese oba Ghana, no abenya oba fufro, na ono oba fufro, ebe worry. You just look. Oba be jina snow we mu atete snow no edi sika eni ni kura be ye japade o Ghana na sa be ma no ayeden wa fa oba foforo edi na kotena efi o masim. Just look at the snow ekoso. I need to you see the snow. You see the na bema refi and bread one no bana bread. Ne refio na the air ya crying say. No, don't get it twisted oh. As my make no and then just say bema tired of you and money movie or no. Hey, not on pe obi ma and that's what home. But do it the right way. Yen no kwine paso. And I do it in a way say sisi or what bodam only oba sidan wo Ghana na wo no oba Ghana wo pese wo kọ na sa wo kọ chiti wo kọ for ba wo fra na wo do oba na betena efie na mumienu musie no. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Like I just don't get it though. And do you know the reason behind it? I mean show the reason behind it. This is what they are doing. If you na ono waton wa abrochire ho no, oja woni nkra ne wo ho. Mayi equity na free mu no. Na ono na bagana, no abetra fie na wa hanim, trying to tell you say, majapade ye mienu, ba ko wa abrochire, ba ko wo Ghana. But the refi say, wayi equity na wo mu no, e de ba Ghana, ese wo de ba beye ejapade. You think this is fairness? You think this is fairness? Oma aya na menti oma se kwa ne se omo beka se mama Akosua ba be pre japade. Are you crazy? Lumba or sorry ya na nyom hete ye. Lumba sorry ye ana nyom hete ye. Unim sika akom. Do you know where the money came from? Na obi akotu gold every oboase. Na gold ni hu ye fin. Na waji gold na akopolish ho awie na gold na shine a. O say ai ukotu no e ko se o 10 cedis pe. Enti me na makọ shine ho. Ase asem na efin ni wo ho no de na enye gold. Okotu ye na enye gold. Sometimes I dream obi be catch na wo say mango na udia no aduaba ba ko pe na wo share from intino mango bebre na wo so no you cannot claim it because wo aduaba ba ko pe na wo share from. You see the mentality we Ghanaians have. Mon we mentality. You see the mentality we have. I am trying to give you an analogy. Not what the way I see reason. Oh, wafa chario. What the mango? Anana banaka. Kabit me attraction. But you decide so we dear mango no. How would you show gugu susa na mango na yeden mango na yin na asoba bebre. Esoba wie ya ye catch will say na say wo mango ba ko pe na wo share from. That was just by the way. That was just by the way. Into for those of you, I must say me this Lumba no. I am not dissing Lumba. Lumba is my favorite artist, and it will never change. But we cannot forget what Charles Kodufusu did. Nah, we can't. Yet me forget it. So we will talk about it and use it as advice. Now you're free. Okay, so Darren, I don't know if you're listening to me, bro, but if you are listening to me, please pay attention. I appreciate the way I will approach you, man. Darren, no, is smart. Nyansa won the because or call me comment as it or call me video as it, and also check your inbox. Into me who you're not kwesi fosu. And I kwesi fosu. And I'm reading message, and I'll say, please, I'll say that let me read it to you so you can. I don't want to misquote him. I'll say, brother, if you could please stop insulting my sister on TikTok, that would be lovely. This is a family matter. Please leave it as such. Thank you. All right. I appreciate the way Okan Darren, but please listen to me. The moment you take a matter, now with the court, they are using taxpayers' money, and that is my money, the taxes that I paid to pay the judge. The moment your dad's family head, Ebusha Penny, goes to sit on national television to discuss a family matter, no, guess what? It is no longer a family matter. The moment your father is a star, and we all know him. So this cannot be what? We can't stop talking about it. I have public information. So what I said, I have public information. But this is what I'll do for you. I will not disrespect your sister again. I will not insult her again. Actually, I haven't disrespected her. I just said that she's an attention seeker. She seeks attention. And it is obvious, oh, yeah, attention seeker. It is obvious, say, she's more interested in the properties now than what her mom is fighting for. But let's get it straight. Darren, I know Serwaa is not your mom, so I don't expect no. Darren, let me ask you: the people who have been insulting Serwaa, have you gone to their DMs to actually like plead with them? Say, yo, this is my mother. Can you stop insulting my mother? Have you made that move? Have you taken initiative to reach out to these people to say, Michelle, please, can you stop talking about my mother? Okay, let me say, she's not your mother, right? Akosua Serwaa is not your mother, so it may not be your business to be out there pleading on her behalf. Now, let me ask you this: your sister that you are claiming, the sister that you are on her behalf fighting for her. No, let me ask you something. Sa sister, no, when people were insulting her mother, did she ever come out to say that, please stop insulting my mother? This girl has been listening to everything that has been said about her mother. She never came out to even plead with the people. She never to ask her brother and her little sister to come out to even plead. Nah, she didn't. Brother, leave her. Bro, leave her alone. Let her deal with her own shit. Money dealing with her own shit. Everything that she is doing, though, she's doing it for her own selfish interest. She's upset. Say it kind of wants him, right? She's mad. But let me explain something to you. Does she really care about her mom as she claims? Does she really love the mom as she claims? This girl says that people are trying to bring me like the love I have or the relationship I have with my mother. People are trying to mess up the relationship and all that. Let me tell you something. Girl, I'm not today's child, okay? I was born in the 80s. I was born in the 80s. Now let me tell you something. Whoa, you came out, right? Knowing very well said, if you ask a lawyer to go out there to remove your name from the LA, the public will laugh at your mom. Her enemies will start saying, say, even her own child has abandoned her. But you didn't care about this. You still did it. Unimpa say your mother will be laughed at. You know her enemies. What am I talking about? You connived with her enemies to do that. Because I know how did you get a hold of a lawyer? Why didn't hire a lawyer now? And you all want to hire a lawyer now. So we know that you are in touch with them. We know how you got the lawyer. We know who influenced you to do that. And these are the people that you have issues with. These are the people your mother has issues with. So what are you even doing talking to them? What are you doing talking to them? The only reason that you would even want to talk to them is one reason. One reason. And that reason is you want your properties. You want to get yours so you can move on with life. But let me explain something to you. He is your father. You are entitled to some properties. But guess what? Those properties, he made those properties with a woman, which is your mom, the wife. And your mom is entitled to half of it before you even come in. These people got you thinking that your mom is the difficult one. That your mom wants the property, she wants to find. Let me tell you something. Where was you when your mom was, where was your father when your mom was taking care of all of, like, three of you at the same time without your father? Where was your father? During your graduations, where was your father? Now, Papa Wayne. If you are listening to me, what's her name again? Charlene. If you are listening to what I'm saying, Charlene, ask your brother Darren. I mean, not Darren. What's his name? Calvin. Ask your brother Calvin that how come all of a sudden now he loves his father and all that? Why was he upset before? Why was he upset before? He was upset because he realized the things that the dad was doing to the mother. He realized how the dad left them. Now, all of a sudden, you are the golden. My brother, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten the woman that stood there and took care of you all by herself? Urefi. And now the braids that you got on, they are too tight, so you can't think right. Is you stupid or are you dumb? Are you stupid or are you dumb? I'm not asking or I'm not expecting you to have issues with your dad's side chick. That is not what I'm asking of you. All I'm saying is said, because of what is going on, Just be neutral. Stay out of it. Don't do anything to benefit. If you don't want to help your mom out, that's cool. But don't hold on. The public is split into two. One side is Odobroni, the other side is Akosua Serwaa, which is your mother. So when you do things to favor Akosua Serwaa, what do you think that people will say? I don't know, man. What basically people say kids who grew up in the States or in the Western world, you guys are not smart enough. That's what they say. I'm telling you. Prove me wrong. The kids being raised in the West, they say you guys are not smart enough. Because any child who grew up in Ghana will never put their mother in this predicament. Any child who grew up in Ghana will never put their mother in this predicament. Your mother put in so much work for you guys to get to where you are. Now, for you to stand behind her, your father left her, came to Ghana, and she took care of you. And when it's time for you to stand behind her, you are leaving her just like your father. I mean, I guess you are your father's son. After all, you are your father's son. There's no difference. After all, you got your dad's blood running through you. Let me come back to Charlene. Charlene, for you to for you to tell the lawyer that is not what you discussed, what was Ebenezer doing there? That means the lawyer knows Ebenezer. That means the lawyer, you three, there's a connection. Because if you just reached out to a lawyer who knows nothing about your dad's family, you wouldn't have to tell him to stay away from or not to bring Ebenezer. But for you to question your lawyer and say, what is Ebenezer doing there? No, that means, and you said that's not what we discussed. That means you wanted us to think, you did it all by yourself. But Ebenezer showed up. And now we know that they connived with you to do what you did. We ain't stupid. What kind of law are you studying? Law Ben, I will study. Law, and you either, I because of my exam, I don't think I'll have the time. And then, girl, let me ask you too: is you stupid or is you dumb? Who asked you? Said there will come a time when they will need you in court. Do you know what the LA letter of administration? What it is? Hey, yeah. Did you even have to sign it? Your mom didn't sign she didn't sign your signature. It was just your name that was placed on it because and as you and I know, on documentation, your brother is not your dad's son. Until your mom couldn't have used his name. That's why she used your name. And you being a sellout, you decided to connive with the enemies to do what you just did. Now, the question is, when something like this happens, when a daughter betrays a mom like this, you can't just insult the daughter without trying to find out what made her do that. That is the question. What made her do that? What did they promise her? What did they promise the three? I mean, I don't know about the last one, Sierra. I don't hear much from her. But like, what did they promise Calvin and Charlene? What was the promise? I think the promise could have been, you see, your mom is being difficult. Your dad married Odobuni. He married your mom. We are trying to be peaceful. You see, if your mom agrees and stop, with this whole court cases, these are the properties your dad left. We can split it right now. But if your mom decides to keep going, guess what? You guys might not even get some. Or no, the case may delay. It may take maybe 10 years, 15 years. And this child is like, right now I am renting an apartment in Germany. I need a house. I need a property. You know something? If I follow my mama, it would take too long. If I follow my mom, it take too long. If I follow my mom, maybe I may not get some of the properties. Why? Why would she think that? She's thinking that because Nima made you call court the first time on an injunction. You did Nima made you call court for a your naming as a legal wife. You did Nima made. This is ne auntie eka entam ye entam na nkusihwe. Ne auntie call for injunction no ye de my after the assassin me 2 million into akra na hwa won say the opposition no omo ye hard. Won say the opposition is hard. So she's thinking that at the end of the day, even if I support them and we do share the properties, my mom will still get some. So let me just support them. My sister, you are not smart. As a lawyer, you are not smart. Now let me tell you what's happening. Ask yourself, why is Uncle Ebenezer so invested in this thing? Doesn't he have a family? Why is he so into it? Doesn't he have a family? Do you think he's after this whole thing because he loves your dad? Do you think he cares about your dad? Did your dad ever introduce you to him? Like, ask yourself, where do you know him from? Did he ever call you to check up on you when your dad left? Never. He never called you. He never checked up on you. So what makes you think that he has your best interest at heart? He doesn't give a damn about you. And one thing that I will tell you is that after the property is shared and he gets his cut, when God finally calls your mom, do you think he will even be there to come and say, yo, girl, if you are listening to me, let me tell you something. These Ghanaian people, they see you guys as dumb. They see all these kids who grew up in the UK, in the US, in Germany, in the West. They see you guys are gullible. They think they can tell you anything and you believe it. These people don't care about you. Let me tell you something. Ghana here, we are vultures. We suck blood. As long as we know that there is blood, we will suck it. If your dad, let me explain something to you. If your dad was poor, if your dad didn't leave anything behind, do you think these people will be there? Do you think Ebusia Penny would have injected himself into the problem like that? Do you think? No. No way. They would have never invested time in it. You know what they would have done? They would have asked you, the children, to all contribute. But Ebusia Penny knew that when he goes for a loan to organize your dad's funeral, guess what will happen? He will make a profit. So because of the profit, that's why Ebusia Penny decided to do all this whole thing by himself. And you think this man loves you? You think he loves you. You guys are joking. Very soon, when everything is said and done, when the smoke clears, you will regret ever doing this to your mom. You will regret it ever doing this to your mother. Mark this somewhere. I put it on God that you will regret this day. You are going to regret. So Darren, if you are listening to me, go tell your sister to stop acting like, I don't want to say it. You said I shouldn't insult her again, so I'm not going to insult her, but let me tell you something. Tell your sister, say, when she was insulted there, she's out there trying to defend her name, right? But the whole time they've been insulting her mother, has she come out to even defend the mother? But the mother has been telling us to stop insulting her children. But the children don't give a fuck what happens to the mother. We call these children Adi. Are these like children you can rely on? Are these children you can rely on? They don't care. Somebody asked, what's his name? Calvin, why he shaved his head off before. He couldn't stand his dad. He didn't want to look like his dad anymore. Before, his dad used to braid his hair, he would braid his hair. A time came when he shaved his head off. We should go back and ask why he shaved the head off. Now, let me give you this breakdown. Calvin got a taste of his dad. Then the dad left. Then he felt abandoned. So he hated his dad. Charlene, he got to know the dad, but she was too young to even know, so she just hate him because she never really got to experience or have, And the last one there, Onim ne Papa, sir. Now we all know, sir, middle children, they are always jealous. They always want the most attention because the first one gets the most, and then the last one gets the care tree. But then the middle one is always crying for attention. The middle one coming to a funeral. We're watching you, girl. It's funny. But you know something? I'm not saying it was bad that you came to your dad's funeral. That one, you had to be there. But let me ask you something. Was it your dad laying in state? Was that your dad? Was that your father laying there? Was that your father laying in state? Did you see your dad? So something happens to your dad. Something happened to your dad. You don't care. You don't give a damn. You don't want to know. I know you don't really want to know because deep down, you got issues with your dad. Deep down, you are upset with your dad. Deep down, all the milestones in your life, your dad wasn't there to witness. Your dad wasn't there to be, to play that fatherly role because he was busy raising Odoboni's kids. Odoboni took your happiness away, made you sad, made you miss all the good times you could have had with your dad. And now she's your best friend. Now, you see how we welcomed your mom. You see how many people came out to welcome your mom. Your mom made who that Lumba was. She made your father. She made the father. She built your father. That recognition that they gave you in Ghana at the funeral, you thought that it's through your dad that you are getting the recognition, right? Yeah, that Lumba, right? But how did he become that Lumba? It was because of your mother. And you think that because of that recognition, so you can now, forget your mom. She made who your father is. You saw how we welcomed your mom. And let me tell you something. Hey, you can forget your mom. Now we are all Akosua Serwaa's kids. If you guys don't even show up at her funeral, we will come and then we will make sure we give her a befitting burial. Because you three, I know, let's take out Sierra. You have disappointed your mother. Oh, I forgot. Kwekupon. Kwekupon is there. We will come and help Kwekupon. But I am glad that Mama Akosua has a son who grew up in Ghana. I dreamed that it's him. Because Enya Sadia, she can't rely on these kids too. She cannot rely on these kids. I think I've said enough, right? I think it's 41 minutes. I can't enough. Please, if you want to share your thoughts, feel free to come up. Hello?
Nana.
Yes, ma'am.
Morning,
Nyame adom obi abokɔ na way.
Hey, Mrs. Tawa.
Yeah.
Now, me pacho, post who said diary, I comment said DM. I don't know what he wants to discuss. Me name say one more.
Me hu also osere me a ne sister no me nja na timdidie.
I know yeah.
Oh, me say ne sister never pay attention. And I don't even who a year womb, but I guess that the sister is probably like the one putting pressure on him, so I'm afraid, and yeah. But on the way by, not he did it in a respectful manner, and make cool it down after this. The means that I can't know. But this is standing on tune for
Yeah. But they say Kolana some crowd and Pessia because he said Benez and she for and was here this in this so not interested on Kolani Muno or you know free because in Kolani your nega idea and who Beneza of Ayapokuma cram a pre and po. Now, what was him saying? I was having Pomama my of Ayapokuma my for Sinna po my. Na Georgina Emma now na we Benez and I want to say Benez and was here so so nice and na on your fiasco as nega or moody no mujine. And I know what I send me say. A fiasco as nega no just you and we are seeing Bibiana. Bibia or what you want away, I say, or do I see or you for them run ahead to make Bibia and farm right? But who say, I'm saying Miss Bills, me on a Miss Bonnie, no man, some craft, but who's okay, Castle, who yet be no said, be taking charge, whatever. Mr. Media said, the Papa and adopt to I would say a Ministry of Gender and Children Protection, so whatever, my friend or Ghana Bono. Almost every Sunday, Saturday, I'll call Dr. and what Jackal and Ghana in whose hands, and what Jackal and I went to pay Jackal and one. Akolani ni safe hands. Or don't know adopt Akola. Chroma says, oh, adopt Akola. Ubet never Akolani say, Akola. You can't leave Akolani in anyone's hands. What? It's so adopt Akola or Ghana. On the sit or them run a Juma. It's Obia be very important. On do any more Ghana to adopt Akola or Ghana. Ejakolana to Ghana. And then the man in a tiffy. Ne mama man no 25 no bet me akola na da no e was say fiasho as nigga ye ma ye tro equal America ice for na ye notify one because or no say ma Serwaa and somewhere twem be pull aba we should also take her on. Obia meka se nkolani ye innocent. Nkolani ye innocent. Sana man say why ye innocent? And a stupid girl like a fiasco they go pass all the mammy enemy for. And to quite any formula. It's nana I think say when I was say born when I notify Ministry of Gender and Children Protection. Say Akolan say whose hands Akolan because if you're Ghana for almost 3 years. Whether Akolan go school or whatever, we don't know whose hands Akolan proper training or you can't leave the child in the maid servant's hands. And the woman in nephew. It's also we should also take her on. Now you would be skip your say you process Libya. Yen notify Obia because me adopt Akolan. Now we Akolan and to Ghana, now won't to quine. Now won't to quine, Akolan and now. It's not a patch of honey and shiny and capa. I won't hear me.
All right.
I won't hear me pa. It's Akolan wine some no.
Into a plan in here, one I said, it's then in here.
The Yamini says, yes, as nigga say, or the brand a year, Juma. It's Obi at the neighbor. Aqua share early more, sit a mamma for Jebi, or no so bad or one rabbit in the action is so I called up Tiakola. And the way Jacolana told the church that we will be on Jacolana and I ain't Jacolana in freedom. I was Sam Randy taking her on. So the brand a year, Juma. There was Sam Randy taking her on. Because ultimately ko adopt Akola, na wunya Akola into one wunja, and I say Akola no onya 18. It's why some Akola no. And if you shows they gonna ko adopt Akola no, orphanage or no any pa, what's Akola no. She doesn't have the right to leave Akola in anybody's hands.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So what ko adopt Sekroman so ko adopt Akola was here say. Oh, fear,
but do you have to be in the hands of Unibakwa and Idinwe all the time? No, I don't think so. I don't think sanity. As long as Akwana is being properly taken care of, no. I don't think so. Because only when
if you shows they go adopt Akola in 18. Say if you shows they go free Akola, no go back to be adopted.
Say obi ni na abegina how Akwa no so obi nya obi obehwe no nko ade a ewo if you shows nigga family mu because you see no I send the ba. So I say do you get what I mean? But at the end of the day, no, I won't say Accra there. At the end of the day, you know, so if I say, okay, your home quite echo back to foster care. I don't think that is the best place for her to be. It's when it comes to these like my home will be out free, but I don't think say a bad boy crying, you know. When I was saying. No, but you know, we talk about kids though. I cry I can't want them. I know you know, say Ghana, we don't have proper systems in place. It's that I cry go back to foster care. Not just say, yeah, but say, a fierce nigga, yeah, at the expense of Accra. You know, but of one is.
Say a better possible or Ghana what dear send your per se or bring him master 1 to 0. As soon as make a question on why an address say a quaint be of a fast one, my minute beguas, a quaint be of a fast one, my minute back to 0. No, so yes, you will be a bit near you say against or bit to me. I shrink idea. La comadaso because I am address say maybe of a fast be or nimco for bear about one master when me was or so I should never be bread, man. Why am I be brain like now they bar out? Press the demand or the bar out audios and never be brain. Why your DTM? I mean, so the people, I mean, any mass never be brain. It is a jet out to one uncle, they game obi. Encourage my meno, the 80s in some see a schedule and this animal never ring now. I say you are using against it to the extent they say, oh, what for lawyer money back? Some I mean, for this signature money back, which is not true. So she's doing everything on the bringing my money down there. Yes, you'll be almost even near your behad. And then Uncle back on Uncle Henry, but I'm very reports now America. I suppose when adopt Akola or Ghana and where Jacola and that's not a butchery. But also, what's the point, Nasi?
No, Adiana Okano, Adiana Okano, ice for no moon fat. So our adoptee will be and you to say. No. Huh? All right. Oh no. Ejuma ready. Ejuma ready. Yeah. Before. Why?
Because I don't tell Colana work Jano. And no parent also you're responsible. I brought your parents who job okay, I do befuensum.
Okay,
social welfare for.
All right. Okay. Me that's it. Mommy Bram.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope saying I'm not
doing well.
I have a few things to say.
Feel free.
You know, as a mother of girls or as a mother, same way, I know say even if you're not a mother cry, it can really shatter your heart. Like it's really painful and it's really unbelievable. The heart of men. But first of all, sir, interview now, lawyer Noni Ebenezer Omoyaya. Omundi Ejumedi Akrano. Omundi Ejumedi Akrano. Omundi Ejumedi Akrano. I'm asking myself, what happened to the kids when they went to visit their dad and Priscilla was there? Was it that because their dad was there and the woman was really treating them well, was showing them affection? Like it could be. So when their dad was alive, the girl was doing everything to win the children's affection. Because from what I have noticed, I can conclude say that woman is very manipulative and she's really a pretender. So it could be say what thought one winning kind of affection those times now no coffee. And I said that is so me too my feedback that is. And a second of all, in Tiakrano, Ghana, didn't they hear all the tribute and all the pettiness and all the, how do you call it? They can't, I can't say what English. The shades that were being thrown at their mother. And today, when papa we catch him crow here, or meeting a tongue crow we are dream, ama omo, it did or play, let me not say that, Priscilla, a fear at Abna. What at all? But second of all, I just said that Ebenezer, it's in Okacha Krana. A man who say any letter of administration, we need time. The explanation quite emphatic. Only time to oyin DF. A dear Ben Kacha. Today, a man gave an explanation, so I understood why they did everything to make sure that grandbaby DF Ellen. Or can say because say Master why do bet me apply for letter of administration the Maya above 18. Now when you also some part of the family members or at least like 2 children who are above 18. So that means say they did everything beyond and above to make sure say Akranube excluding itself and they've achieved that goal. They've achieved that goal. But it's not saying I didn't like this. How? She Dana wouldn't say that time now or Hineba media is no one or back like a dog, no. na woka say bibi besi my minka asem no maame no the ba no bu fu power forge the signature send you bet you be wouldn't say after the first court case to Frida ne the crew on ba bounty case maame de asem ko appeal they will lie on the woman on be trying to mark says was on the achina to. So this thing is also connected to what they said. No one among court, and I must say, yeah, you will say, whoever is a wife will be your ire. Okay. Anybody so says so they call appeal. Now, this say, I didn't know why you know, and you're right, and it's your right, the demo. What is your problem? Nana people say, no, say, young Busa prisoner say, or be a wedding be more court outside the protection. Does it make sense? It doesn't. As some way the air, but me, they mean blame Obia. Then say, sir, the people that are behind this woman and pushing, they are all evil, they're all greedy, they're all selfish. But you may say, I'm crying, when you got a full subine, they underestimate them. Imagine say Beneza, when the lawyer no I found like much that my crying no liar by force. I found one big court at my interviewer and it took the child by surprise. Why are you shocked? Ghana for that do mudia it go over you. Na sa papa jama and co no so no. They're also another. And it's a busha penny is a Ebenezer no ni chino. Enti me pamocho with their crown Cecia or ba. No, I apologize, say everything. We should one say, oh yeah, bow, oh yeah, ba. But maybe questions Nana. So we didn't feel anymore. Can she not later add it? So or person said can be. Is that not possible?
She can add in the anything.
And this I think I was saying humanity converse
But the child, I don't know if it's bipolar or I don't know. I don't know because
you know, I heard
she's been going back and forth back.
You know, I heard something because they have a feeling that also sometimes approaching from Crown when you're a single mother, not like single mother, but when the father is not around to help take care of them, and you are working to keep up with to keep up with them and also to take care of everything, they feel say you don't give them enough time. It sometimes no
No, Shadia, the whole thing they say, and Akrano on all properties, Nidia. So she feels that the mom is making the thing take too long. Because Omona Mana who said, and yet, so Umami Jai, we can share the properties and you get yours. So she just or percent me Jai the no. That's the whole thing. Asama na mame. Me see nipa na pen the property aje. Inti then na we explain a channel. Yeah, or so the property no koto down abuchi or ton koto down abuchi. So they are thinking about themselves.
No, law school.
Never pay Jana Japade. Until no
school where you are contract and you can also do it on your own. So you want to tell me all the years that your mother have worked so hard, you are going to let it go.
She's probably thinking. She's probably thinking it's never properties. She doesn't understand the whole. Properties. Yeah. Nana. Yeah, me that's it, mommy.
Yo, Nana.
Gifty.
Good night, no. Yo, I hear Yamin Shabby, Mama.
Amen.
That's all way for you. Na ende opacho mesede mama mkwanki tuwe bi na maka German kakra na maka me bubu me German kakra me bubu me brofum so kakra na me de achre Charlie na we tie bibi
Charlie, ich weiß es nicht, dass du hörst zu diesem Programm oder nicht. Aber ich muss dir sagen, meine Deutsch ist nicht genug, aber ich versuche mein Bestes. Was ist, ich muss dir sagen, du musst gucken, was ist deine Stiefmutter, hast deine Mutter, deine Tante getan, deine Tante Fossi. Hast du gesehen? Er hat gelogen über deine Tante. Deine Tante hat sie geholfen mit deinem Papas Beerdigung. Und später hast du gesehen, was die haben, deine Tante, die Leute von deiner Stiefmutter gemacht zu deiner Tante. Die hat sie geschützt. Die hat sie so viel, deine Tante viel wehgetan. Genauso, sie mag dich. Wenn du helfen sie nimmt alles versetzt. Und später, dann du siehst, dass du hast so Fehler gemacht. Ich verstehe nicht, warum du magst das. Ich habe auch Kind, auch meine Tochter, auch lernen, studiert, bekommen auch. Sie musste Juri sein. So ich kann. Wenn du studierst, du musst benutzen dein Gehirn. Bitte. Verlass nicht deine Mutter. Mach nicht deine Mutter traurig. Bitte. Versuchen deine Mutter stehen bleiben. Danke. Anna.
You are welcome.
You medasi. Iti maka major doing there. Mameka wadoa me summarizing kakra obi a want us. Asama meka cheni the onshaza ne maame no kran or the year ne anti-forty. Oda dan mo be na nechi we yinumu. Oda dan mo be kan ho mo ye onsha yi dan. Adza na nkrofo wode year na anti-forty onsha. The man or the bayan or that na no change apatini we are or that na ejapadino ni ayan na dan or that again. Na me papa me ka chen ni de ma so no waba ne papa ya German pure German onu so osua law ni bi onu do papa do judge wo Germany ha nti osua za onyu su na twim no mfensu ade na twim no njina ni maame nechi on fa adwin papa njina ni maame nechi na mo ma ni maame no rango asema me kan eya na ndo ha ma me platform bido na ma ka kire no de on jina ni maame nechi na onkunkudin na onjai nyama na oyen yen na ye wo mofra ni bi wa ha maame wo jama na mofra ni bi me wo mba nan e ba sa ye jama mfo onye izi wo krom ha brother hwe aha wa aba wana wo kobotu masola na patutu so no ma ye won breakfast de amon mo wo papa do won ako na de ko wo mi de sisi amitie enya memma nkitinkitin amwo sisi anka brother krom ha net na anya de ka me ma abagana na so kitinkitin no wo don't na me de ti krom ha brother wo nyinyini wo nya 18 years pe no wo to ajaw wo nya 18 years pe wo ko university ni wo ajaw wo fie na when you are to bring down your woman for supium. About your mothers, your grandpapa, into your sermon, say your brother, your shama, Musumunya daje, na won't say yasam kaka. Anna Padameka, there, Charlie, one potting, there, bedge no mammy, my mamma, many bra and yakwa, she is snow out on a true wagon. Snow out on never true wagon. Oh, easy. Your bebra, your demrica, your cover bass, your demrica. Okay, the beer. Tell them at your team could say when you're 18 years old, way down your uncle. Your best say, the woman be Janachi. Now we're one giant woozy. No one mammy no cry on to me, don't without mammy da or that. Shamadi, you want to foresee. Not chin. Medasi, I mean, some baby. I mean, show my brother.
Thank you.
This one can
All right. Ashley, that's it.
Yeah, hello. My dear mechanic said, Charlene, or your sure say law school could be there. because young law school choir say you have documents na science I mean your technology world ubetimi ubetimi scanning and no one who the way I'll be seeing because a whole law student about LA I want person do thing to so and also my mini within free so one for serious into for whole lawyer and as a law student me expect to say LA obetias as I said your technology world chat GPT were like obetia asking the question say obey presence our court our Ghana and me as I said before say who play both sides or play them side what wishing fin and who said I said mobile no should they join no be soon so I no be a defender but the way you should say any because udi area say afefe dey say me bags no better more luxury bags geo one and all that ekumu even na dey apart from pictures I would be try ube post to social media and come baby pretender the last time I be bo asante queen and you so say and kwa na show until and men repeat it by your brand and Jebi repeat the same thing as I said. And you know, as a law student, also you fight because they will see acting them and that's what say and I will really lost school now over in Ghana because I think it's Ghana very possible. But in Europe, they will see moving there. It's not smart. And yes, smart. Until there was some them non-person mechanical say.
But that's it. Scientifically.
Nana, Yamin Shroud, and ring. It was some of our becana. The American say, a flash Alino. Would him the oil be many doubt. Be beard in our dream. Saka, me who a man is a pity. Would is he canning a mammy see one more baby si canaja mamma? Or John no ankasa or no quam. And to no man whom once a woman, you know a monk. One more shusted any panicity and a woman who whom fast swam benya. O must share mammy say, why many will be a weakness. Nobody a fast one now. Charlie ne Sierra no omunim presela ko pim so papa wu ye ya na krofo se no mu kofi e kwa no mu kofi o ye Calvin and no after the school no omo ya ugbehu se no onya assignment to Africa bia Nigeria ne ade so engineer eti ono no kono onya holidays bia ne wa ba ne papa wo ti ye Calvin ni mom and a new girl ne pa na girls ne de enya de a girl no munim no oba ne 3 times pe. So it's just a girl, no one will bond be yet 2 girls. One name Presalano. Now, Charlene, dear, or no, or man would your pet, or pet fancy near my name would this tell the lady Kai. It's I don't know what they promise you no to. O woman is sick, hit ya could no money, I didn't know more interested in what properties. Almost sending this guy, say, how to. How difficult it is to get by heroes near the other. It's almost suddenly it's kind of quite general to toss Louis Vuitton in a Dion near man of the pictures. And it's not clan or your son. And it bring near man. When you're in a mammy, some cloud when no mammy, so when you do baby, that's all man coffee and don't bet 2 home or more money see what done a baby cloud. And you my and son, I made me who know. And see, you made the summer, Mr. What bow, one what Ghana. Or what bow, one what Ghana, may I show you? I have best support me back coupon was a BBC. So, I clan or you was Abidjan or just any money repair. Was Abidjan one also. I love my mom. Mommy, I love you. Abwa. When my summer was I can say, I believe I'm not catching and say, or didn't mammy a cheer, or be a crab because I'm for Ghana for you. I should almost say, oh, mamma said, mamma, make a mouse. What would you, Ebenezer, yan and himself portray a Juni distant woman? So as a man, as I can, say, Ebenezer must say, so why you didn't want film up, or be able to worry, then I was asked to worry, remember, Baba the Warrow. I crown to defend no mammy, Namia asshole, no, which may defend, look at what I was. Woman, me a single-handed, what me a show more pajamo, and what's not got now, yes, or bapa. I will buy Benjamin Betsia Walker. It's a crowd, I didn't know any. I don't know man who finally Ebenezer. I'm going to say, therefore, Ebenezer, a fierce nigga. 24 years, you will hear your movie. You want 24 years, maybe Papa, we about 21 years. As a soon must see it. And cry, I will want to and platform my son, my name away. Me, Jack, of your that me up to now, maybe the same papa, not that I was 21 years. It's a kind of what 24 years. Now, to me, I've what to before that, I don't want
what is saying?
It's a yes,
What is saying?
When you need to hop back, I'm not man who quiet, or be uncohesive and she would not lie. It wouldn't be a warrior. It's a new question about the relying on a young debt. You need to was my religion cry. Government crack a messiah and send baby. It is on Kamwa and Sashay, Mamma, and a command and coabit to me. I am there, not me. Nothing about one mamma, and I mean, we wouldn't so much no more cry or my Jay say. One more, yes, I need a boy who said, Mamma, no cry. Yeah, command on them, my cry and support, and you no more, yes, I did. But mommy and child, dear Miss Mamma, and swear to anyone I need you, and young Colani you. What you not dear Ria, your pen or day, Miss Ramo. Yeah, what Brian said, dear Debbie. A butcher, a brofuna, yes, your woman. Or no, you get a young Madiata. Or drew baby and a bread or tongue, or your cockoshan care, or that care who must say, the bread or bread, nation, or young man who was the man of Robinson Crown, almost you won't call baby, and the bread or bread, and it tell you to back. Nation. It's a man who was in your over party and my paper month my 11 on Cococha will begin a your dear. It's a man I was a born man, Gina, you forget it as I am crying. You know what I'm trying to find some say, well, we Ebi ade ba no coupon na eti no wono so ye nimu no me ensa we me ye forget say ma no ni ma na ye moa no that's all because they me so obo person mo ye no ni ye bu of because around there ye no kofo bebre bufu ye say na nkran eso me sra mo me hu say enkwara ne ma ne omo dia e ma me ne bre oji ade ode be ye no dia ode ma charity kra e ono ane dia that's all akra sa akwa ne dia mu nyini tonchore pese me kan ne tie na some promise no hu obaby akwa dia because wo ayi coupon ye friend say Calvin, any diary, just a moment to internet, anyone at so. And he demand Mr. Workhouse, and said, now what's me all this one, someone is you. You said, Tenet, you wouldn't so. Yet, you mamma, not someone who back who crying, won't pay the cash. You ever when you did you come, let's just say, you know, I'm saying, last time I'm up there. Show him, my man, did mammy, to me, fat, mamma said, why may you? No, gee, I was just say, why come to a warm. As Mamma said, won't say, you could be that so because I cried my natural that. Let's one crown, more carving, some collect carving, who near day. One mamma about a so for choir, or more air mamma. How dare mamma saw no mamma, who and puna, say a platform and one. Denise, the friendly me. As a conference, one of the mamma not to so much suppose I say, well, who did not tell me. Now, where your day? What mamma saw crying? I want to say, one mamma saw crying, or yes, I did. Now, man, who I did the mamma yet. Miss Ramo, your man said, two babies here, should also on the hair, your phone called Ghana, who may be a national quack, for the Ghana crack. Now, if I'm uncle funny, it's Miss Ramo. Your phone uncle crack, now nothing. Because school runs the idea, then that's a quantity by your side, and I'm met it. Yana met it. What it? One only gentleman, mamma, your wire by you, what you could just say what? Because I want more money, and I was just a was a woman when you are butcher by. And now I was just a was a wood in this when you are butcher, you can have a trial. One in Canada. You know, I was just a way. So. Ghana need bear, crab banner, no man, any papa and penna, but to be about a friend, one cross throw. What I'm private to have a friend and your class say, hey, you can have my crap. I mean, Germany one won't cry, you comes to Germany for one. You can have crap to be a son, I won't cry, no, what's a kind. What do you call you can your class? What was any mammy actually? What's wrong? What's wrong? It's most uncles, anyone you know, the tea internet to you so, and yet, the mammy, tamadina, tam, man, cache. What cock young Bama Pona Samudia? What statistics as a listen to DM? mo fa kwa so free so ko ne ye ni abre ye ko mama me Serwaa mu nua ba mo pa fra mo kuma no bia ka bia ntro bia nye mu tiri ye wa ha what is me want to me a na so ba bia mo wo
Me that's it. All right. Elliot.
Now, I can't make a mistake. I'm a fool. Say, nigga didn't go on doing for say, I be a old dear, when they give you someone, when you know, the one yes or bedroom, and one of it. The one yes or bedroom, or bar, or the jam. You will be running Sabaka, and you know what? It's in the air. And found some Polano, a charming woman, the Mobacana or Beach. You can't be a chimney was severe and penny for share and near Marcia, almost saying Polana, any. Nti ne ma de ne sɛ omu yɛ nneɛma ekutia maame ɛne ne na so sɛ nyame te ase maame no obi a wobɛsɔre atia no bi ɛbɛba wo so obi a wobɛsɔre atia no biara ɛbɛba wo so nti mpaeɛ ɛna ne de maame na ɛmmɔ ne ho ba na onye nkwenye.
That's it. Doc. Ama. Legend.
Okay, Nana, me de masem ye. Bibi simple na pesa bibisa. Na masem nyina ne say. First of all, me cheche obi also be omo madani omo mujina so. Adentina Nana asem by lumba case by court I declare me sa two women in so me wives. Okay. And I'm Fati lawyer Fati ne Baba Jama of lawyers. Moody letter out say. A man na Obian stay away from Lumber's property until further notice. Now, Patricia will see me.
Sure.
Okay, both of them, no, they should stay away from the husband's property until further notice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Serwaa they already now want to Ghana until on the automatically on the on the property be also.
Mm-hmm.
But although Bruni so nothing na sema ba now some courts now courts are passing a judgment lawyers so they restrictions are ba no more favor ba money baby atina with them comfortably even crowd them money revenue being crowd na ono sisi ano all benefit na the other woman need the ono ko ni kromo no ne nankofo fie ma me penimu at that age 63 no ban no nankofo fie for how long na sankofo bit me habo ma me we e wo mu fie
e pa cho man ne ma odo man o ma odo bruni baby tonight man ne ma odo bruni baby tonight
they be say be ono so oti no be fie be
no o kasa no so e man baby atuna
there were lumba ne ye okay, young funny say only let you know who na ba no moto want me to know because so want to know what about you but also most separating no
almost separating wine
e ma me no mu kuno ewu no Oh, make us only begin one year, say the make Chinese say home. Baba Jama and associates, lawyers, no the letter about Bontin say 2 women, no, they should stay away from Lumba property until further notice. But OT. Nothing tina Odobo need the Oti Lumba property so.
I want to know Odobo need to one Lumba ete and sana Lumba EU. Ain't no until say Becca seminary, you know. I want no better now.
Oh, me dem before say fairness I need to because a fairness will I was some Odobo is money baby tina. I can say okay, see a problem now, but no be stay away.
I say my Odobo needs to be baby tina.
Who say my baby say no pot.
Na so na there will be a cafe. Na so na sama no me patchoti. You see, mama insua dey. Obia kan kire ma me so ase wan tantra. Properties omo to stay away from properties no. Any property bia eda ho a ebia asase anase a uncompleted building and answer any property bia and now we are also pay bibi also and I okoton and also okofa. But my message wa per se and ne okotena tantra ha obetimi alcohol obi antimi keeping away from her.
Nana me patcho me no. And just that tantra na it is alleged meaning evidence. It is alleged say a contact prince in any year almost safe you way.
Intino so wo say you kunu na say you fear I didn't know obi ti wa oh no why do you need permission to go live there? Say emra it no answer obekọ court no am you free ho simple. Omo no they are not related to Lumba enye Lumba nkrofo no omo enye Lumba ebusuani ni omo entin so mama Akosua na ebe bia atena all she has to do is obekọ court near you omo free fie ho no akotena ho. It is a sign of my way no enipa ne nye ya untimi nka say they are being unfair. What I say? Yes or no aneka say me so me be atena and I said in my video I say on my court enyi omu free fie because omo no omo nye that room ma. Entino they need to go somewhere else and rent. Now my men
Okay, Tinana. Okay, to be silent na mama say wa on soon to mean to son no say want to mean decide man.
Okay, so right now on one on Ghana. 2 Obagana won't check. She has so many things on her hands. What I say? Eti me no me de camera pa kasa na nko wonye anko mra no me ntu mu fifio. Simple. But I don't think say no but me muso asemo say mama Akosua no enye problem na adi ti na ye problem no.
Like on go for face and fire you.
Na say no na man ko free time that time Lumba wina na oba. Eni kwa say oma ne how. Sa no ma we na enye unless so no na issue say e ha no. So what I say because e ho na akotena ne kwa no she doesn't live here and afin so no enye safe. Into the best thing they say e be sort ni money na awie na ya age property no afi omo nsa because on Ghana ha enye so oni ba bi te. On the mature no. Etino meti wase me de kapasa on so on my clown won fifio no on to pronim. Simple. And odo boni so de e ho no betina akosi say ye be kan asem na wie because e ho na o te before ansa na Lumba wu. Ana Lumba so na Lumba o ma intino. Sana be.
You me da say.
Okay, nice. Mama enjoy emotional talks, Let's deal with the facts. I mean, let's deal with, like mind dealing with things logically because and yes the piano court near the piano court night because about feelings and about on the metrono. Into no me say me obi a me support Akosua Serwaa but say Akosua Serwaa ensun say onye ba bi ntina me the only thing I can suggest is say o ma into mum free simple ama
Yes, Nana, it's the same.
I mean I don't you have a corner way
Nana, I know what I'm saying. No, man's son, no, my son, something. One who say, oh, no, the do. I said, yeah, almost the focus strategy in the bonnet. And it's working for them. Because almost in the homogeneous. And yes, so that's about time. I say, yeah, we do it's about time. I say, focus and strategic. Yes, we did here. Nana maybe I'll say, now you would be free early swap. Usually, do you need to hire a lawyer? Can it just be requested me a year? Now I said, do you really
you need an attorney you need an attorney to represent you.
Okay, to remove your name.
Yeah, to file the motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
But then she could have just asked the mom to ask the lawyer Kusi to remove it. She didn't have to get her own lawyer. What I say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nana, it could be a nipa, especially in Kola. Or birthright. Now we name say birthright. And on me persemenya ko obi beto ne boase pa den Kola na tenase. Actually, will say, or birthright and I will turn for peanuts because they are offering you sprinkles of sugar when you can own the whole sugarcane farm. Oh, Papa, no, mommy, in Japan, right now is worth $500,000. And now, Oma, a few thousands of euro at total account. Now I excited. A yakolage. Media, I feel says and Polano, if you almost shared out near Marseille. They've been brainwashed. Mammy Akosua find this one on say she looks like the kind of mother or born and mahubai. Ain't no bet me up on mahubaya, but a true baby, nana a yako bonnet. Ain't no a bedroom baby nice I would do pa. It's not say now. Depending on the age, that's the way my car now church your name and which well, a bedroom baby no be an I said the are too late. But a year too late. Keep on stressing on it. Show them the evidence. Show them what you have. Natural mumu say. Say, na me. She say, Mama, she's in her early 60s. Say that Padiano, why no Kwamano? Oh, Kwama, Cecilia Montia say. Intino, answer Otona Boise. They say, me who say there's been a lot of damage. My many by say, and I admire her or Donikun, Ukuno, or then I'll offer Ukuno, or Siniku Yodo. And to me who say, or not all the time, she's just preaching positive about Nikuno, which is wonderful. But a banning mana, and ye no Bavaki Casansa National, but a banning mana, yes, or say natural, but all man take the severity of a seminar. A bedroom baby no, Akola or Yakolebium. Baby, I am a casse. Osha will pass away a baby, Osha will pass away a baby. I shall the pictures, Nicola bring pictures, maybe this is here. Who said the on Yakolebium. Ain't you know, as I was started Emma said they are won't feeding no breast milk bureau. And yes, I will feeding the baby. Now stop talking to your children like they're adults. Because they are adults.
Start teaching them what you would want them to teach their children. Because of now, mommy, to me, make her say, I make our platform this to say, me put the answer me tie them in my echo Ghana. Answer me tie them in my coffee, answer me tie my own journey back if he is near my soul. Because Appalachia, which you know, can say, many a man will feel the crowd, whom he am here. No one who say, Appalano or you're out of touch. So start letting the children get in touch with the now. I will start saving money throughout the years and the member. Ghana. No matter when you only am crowd cousins near the great dear grow Ghana. I feel the influence no. Here. Important. Yes, I will call to Banach now would not to be so. No. But Momon coffee. No, when you can see in the right way, only penny for new cover. Let them know their roots. Here, may the Akosua, made a mini cool master in American patch. I mean, criticize you, be idea, but may try some with your mobile call, me crum, Kumasi area home. Master Mammy, no,
But that's it. Temp.
I say,
I'm here to be open oil.
I want to just make a contribution to the process or the things that is going on, you know. Personally, I want to start from, but your own unity where you buy.
I told my mom could, you know.
So, a person may contribute with the issue that is going on with the children. And then you are making a beautiful submission with regards to Mama Fee, no nigga beautiful semi adiade, but I don't know to China may get into that aspect of basically not understanding the heart of people. Say they want to do everything possible for the children to turn against their mother. And I say, so we are talking about Diana, what's now, genius idea, Diana, to go after the mother and to go after the children, to be a metaphor. When these things are happening, they are going overboard. One of the things are on me. I'm not saying me cry, was saying we move. I say, be a good in a small man. I don't really understand the reason why I say, Mammy Penny Ghana. One of us say, Mammy, no on Ghana. Now, Ghana, Mammy, even though say, oh, but you know, Ghana, Mammy, go back to Germany. You people have to go and make a video. Then you are proving to certain people, certain Ghanaians, say, really the woman was coming to Ghana. And to even take pictures of her, no, you are also proving to the fact that really say, Mammy, bad, and be a man, because there is no reason to that faculty say, Mammy, I hope Ghana, one more. Now, be a celebrating. Woman going back, someone to be tracking on the plane moving now. Sadly, I need to be frank. I am a material. In people, maybe a legal wife, and I say, Obio Casatima, or Obio Casamama, Cosiabiana. Yes, yes, Marcosiana. And in a time, the same round that I just said, Odo said, I did this. I don't say I'm a woman. I am a say, what's no one will be swallowed. Dear Carrier, a house. The same way you become, I become. The same way you accuse him, I say, or no name, and question that the Lumba, it took the Lumba say, obey him, the same way The suspicious the suspicion around the funeral, the suspicion of how woman was, the woman was buried, no? Then we can also ascribe to the same suspicion. Let's say, although producing in Papa one hidden. It is a wood to find your money to do, and Senina, let me cast a nice one in anything. They say it's been for 10 years now. I mean, say, I will. Feeling out the producer to why on this day, obviously, I chance into this platform. Although the platform back for an say, it can be saying it was a now, because a bigger and what on the phone. Yes, indeed, it is true. They were lying because that some years back, it was a statement on Serwaa. And it's what most people say, Akosua, vindication time, no, time. That is no matter say, and young Akosua na year day, a poison, you know, Sati and Okrano. It is a total victory for the woman. So I just you, it is a mukramo to meet on platform to Mukase. I was saying Busha Penny, I allow dia. Then for centuries to come, there is this thing that is going to be a connotation to the fact say a man died a young prevented sending the bush of one day. Every shemua, a bear stigma on a so. That thing was just by the banner. I just want you to reason with me with that thing. Sure. And I give a copy for essence of Amintia Siena, Mapuki Amintia said, why are they coming after the children? You know why I'm in just here, Nana. You know why I'm in just here. No, go overboard. Too much. Even the reaction of sorry for me to mention her name here. The reaction of Efesos Nigga, the reaction of Tekel, even excessive, and the Muslim Akranimo would you she said, would you have Kanatem? Akranimo would you have Kanatem? Push the new or not all yearly submission. Efesos Nigga Kasa. No. To say, Ube, I say, no, what is it? Second, you are attacking the children. So, when the rock say, oh, my father, Lumba, why are you doing this? Nana, you would like to say, when was the last time, Odobroni man and man, a friend, Auntie Akosua? What is it when the answer? Do you people think that Mammy Akosua say 1 year? Nancy Mitri. Monty said Mammy Akosua say Nancy Mitri. Why are you using their children? Her children against her. Odo Brony Mano, woman Colano so friend Akosua bi. Woman Colano friend Akosua bi. If not stop that evil deeds now more yet. Nana, and you'll be out to one year say or you're evil no. Obi acts your actions and inactions. So we can tell you, say, whatever you are doing evil. They should stop that. We are all contemplating about will, no will. We are all contemplating the death of that Lumba. Those basic things and you never to be. But agree with me. But to go around using the children against their mother, that thing is very bad. They should stop that. Akola we bought until the Kasaye. And the Martinez who said, no, I did way bad ye. Auntie Akosua, she should not give up. Anybody, not them, all her properties, she should make sure that she will get all of them. Because the diabolic, the evilness towards this woman is very, very bad. And I'm in way. We should interview with Baba Jaman. I beg you, so who you deep thinker, go and listen to that interview. Baba Jaman, I address what do you call it? Team legal wife. Or we no can say If we have somebody to fight them, fighter, we should go and fight for Dobroni Ebusianebwa. Now, the question is, Baba Jama have even exposed Odobroni for even mentioning her name on TV. Why exposing girl said the person who is giving them all the information that is going on. Now, nobody should sit somewhere and say, and then we should be here Asante Queen. Now the reason so I can't say it. Or say, moment say one single audio, one single letter, Akosua Pia Bontia, all disrespect and that's all good to moment say one a big. Now, there are many audios, there are many documents that are out there. Where did it come from? When they are starting, they don't start from the beginning, because they know that whatever they are doing is bad. Please, let the children of Auntie Akosua Serwaa breathe. Leave them alone. Leave them out of whatever is going on. Odobroni Mano, nobody is coming after them. Not because they are children. Because they all know a year national, you saw their face. It means that we are not kids. Leave them alone. Let the children sleep. I mean, Calvin, leave Kevin alone. Those who are calling the children, now what they say, yes, say, I call them the only warrior prayer. They say, look at this. Look at this. I mean, no, me can't say, I won't say, I don't person Auntie Akosua. You're going to discredit your mouth. You're going to discredit your mouth. No one die Auntie Akosua. And I'm not casting me last thing. Anybody who is doing that, who is behind whatever is going on wrong, on die because also said that you obey what I'm getting emotional. Obey what I do, but I didn't know mommy on any Abobra. Obedient Kunabra, and then this one, where was Odobrina, and then the free the best people. I didn't know what person would my minister. No one did the money. I didn't. Odobroni, one say one single peanut. Or they added to a Japanese that do my Why are we so malice? I say, young kitty as a people. Why? Mami Akosua. Why are you coming for her? Me, I didn't critique document over document. Me, you provided bad days. Me, you provided PIN numbers, fake documents, fake, what do you want? PIN numbers that is flying all around. Who you are not more attacking, man? Why? What have the woman done to somebody? They should come and tell us. Moment say, Auntie Akosua is here, and I say, even at the point of that Lumba death pro, now, still be a soprano, or senility. Papa no, or I mean, one time, near one somebody that. Listen, Nana, because of whom? Because of the home. Court system, I say, because of the court system, a good, our real good tradition, a good, a hill, you're worried about, or Bema.
All right. If you're about to brother, hold on real quick, bye.
Hi everyone. I'm so sorry to cut the line. I just have to run. Also, brother, I think a couple of times the culture of the kids were off limits. We should not involve kids in your submissions, trying to leave other these kids out. As I said, most of the women and school now one to process information to me. You get what I mean. And I said, I saw or to two blows, anyhow she wants, and she doesn't care who she strikes. And tonight, from now on, I guess you say you all die. Because Chrome has said, and the man that is suspected of murder, and come into school. And like, who hate your kids. Bagana, even though you are suspected of killing your children's father. But let's go to Charlene. Charlene wants to believe, say, she loves her mom. But the person who allegedly killed her dad, I'm sorry, I can't use that on whatever. The person who allegedly did her father in is now her best friend. And she is the one she's taking advice from. The person who took her auntie's private conversations to bloggers. The person who brought her mom and dad's private letters when they were going through marital stuff. The person that brought that information out, this person is the one that is now her best friend. I want Charlene to show me, because her mom listed everything she acquired with her dad with proof. Because her mom is very smart. I don't think she will listen anything that she cannot prove. So I want Charlene to also show me a list of what Odobroni acquired with her dad. Obia, you said you're going to law school. How can your mother's property be shared for like the Odobroni's? Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? How can you share with Odobroni for your mom's property? You are 24-year-old worried about marriage because they said that nobody will marry you. No, your behavior has exposed you. You are right. Nobody will want to marry a girl like you because you cannot be trusted. You did your mother in for somebody that took your father's love away from you, for somebody who allegedly did away with your dad. That's your best friend. You sold your mother out for bags and shoes and dress. You are a complete sellout. Nobody's going to go easy on you. So yes, if I was a male looking for a girlfriend or a wife, I would not be looking your way. Because you are heartless. You are so, and you know what? You are so manipulative. That's what scared me about you. You are so manipulative because you know how to cry. So as soon as you get caught, you start crying. So yes, all the men should be afraid of you. Okay? And you know, there is this thing about Odobroni filling out this form and you know there's a discrepancy with her age and then whatever. Yes, side information is important, but who really cares if Odobroni is a director for BLFF? Like sometimes it annoys the fuck out of me when we focus on things that I feel like is not important. Who cares? We are talking about the building DLFF is in. Who cares who is running the radio? You brought back for 2 months. Radio on 1 time. Oh, be so sometimes the labor wise, like we have very important things to focus on. And when they director, I do where you're coming from because the information we are trying to manipulate for the information, whatever, but nobody cares. My other question is, since can he be on the LA? That's a question.
Nah.
Okay, continue. Okay, no problem. Let's move on. Charlene, you are Darren, Kevin, whoever. Do you know how your father got? So, what was your father's cause of death? Do you know? Did you see your father's body? See, these are all important questions. You should not, you little mean evil kids, you should not be thinking about properties. That's not what you should be thinking about. That's why your mom put you through to work. So you can also have your own properties. So focus on that. If you cannot help your mom, just move on. Because we are still trying to find out what happened to your dad. We do not know. Obviously, you guys are not ready to help your mom. At this point, it looks like we care about your mom more than you guys care about her. And you have shown it. I mean, you guys disappointment. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to mess with you guys because you have been so mean and so disrespectful. How can Odogwu be your go-to person for us? How? Your mom has been a prostitute, ugly, all kinds of names by Odogwu's friends. She has been disrespected and disregarded by Odogwu and her friends and her family. Why do you think you're going to sleep at your Uncle Kemple's house when you come to Ghana? Because Odogwu and her family have occupied your mom and dad's properties. They have threatened them. They have threatened her not to even step foot over there. That's why you guys don't have a place to stay. And me, I don't think that they should add any of the kids' name on it because these kids are complete sellout. I'm sorry. They cannot be trusted. Okay? But it's good to say we know this now because now the woman knows that she has to stand on her own. What she chooses to do with her properties, if she gets it, is another story. But I can promise you, Odogwu is not going to get anything that your mom would have. So if you think you're going to get any kind of properties that your mom would have that hard for to Odogwu, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So I don't know who's telling you all these stories, but good luck. Forget about that husband too. Because it's not going to be a Ghanaian man, I promise you. Because me, my son, I will not even get my son to you. My son brings you to my house, I'll beat his ass. That's right. I'm done. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, come in.
Okay. Anna, so I don't know if you've listened to Papa Jamal. Papa Jamal's statement or whatever interview he did clearly shows that they were contacted by Odogwu, right, to begin this whole thing. Where I think we should have time to go into that one. I'll beg you that we have time for that because I said this week we're focusing on the kids a lot. And to hear that Darren and Calvin has to go live to defend their sister and not their mother, it tells a lot. Not about their mother, but it tells the kind of people they are. And I know people are upset, but it is probably God revealing to Auntie Akosua, right? The kind of people, maybe she might have even put so many things on hold because of the kids, but God is revealing to them how much they don't love her. Okay? She has birthed, and let me say clearly, she has birthed copies of her husband, her deceased husband. She has a lot of narcissistic kids around them, and they don't love her. They're thinking about themselves. And it's true that even though they were, I think that at first we heard that they've been threatened that if they don't support, they are not going to get part of the will. Now it came out that there's no will. And they are still doing whatever they are doing. Then clearly they don't love their mom. When you look at what they came to do at the funeral, even though they came for the funeral, they've never acted like no. They sat down. Somebody was talking about what do we call the brochure, whatever they wrote, the tribute. They sat down, listened to how they insulted the insult towards him, their mom's person. They never cared. They were rather excited. Whatever they were told, I'm sure they were very much happy about it. And this should go to every woman. Learn to love yourself. Love yourself so much that when the time comes for you to lose a child, you feel like they are dead to you and move on. Mami Akosua, I know it's going to be difficult for her, but she has to let them go. That I've told you, she is supposed to, right? She is supposed to make her mind that she's taking what is hers. Whatever they will do with theirs, she should forget about it and leave it for them. Okay? It is very, very, very upsetting, but I get it. We are all very much upset. But if you have selfish kids, if you have like these narcissistic kids, it's even dangerous. Like when people say that they are being influenced, they are not being influenced. They are not kids. Okay? Although these kids are underage, but they are matured enough. They know right from wrong. As such, now, they've never questioned about what killed their father. They were never interested in it. But you see, Nana, there was a letter that came out and Charlene had her name in it. The first letter, it came out. Charlene had her name in it. Right? And that is where we should have taken it for. That girl cannot be trusted. And her mom, I don't care, but Mama Akosua on one young waistband. We got this a waist trainers. I want to train them. On fan is set on Mogul. That on Connelly. Because this is so painful. This is so annoying. They've listened to their mother who has been, like, I've never seen somebody who has been insulted like this for apparent no reason. Just because people want to take away what she has suffered for. Right? And her own kid. And then I'll say, we should always pray for Mami Akosua, and we have to protect her mental health. Because this is very tough for any human being. To astray you, a former you, Uma will show me na, Oma you wama. Oma knew what counts for and said it's like Absalom. What Absalom did to David. That is what Mami Akosua is suffering. It is tough. And we are all talking because we are all mothers. Any mother who goes through this will always cry. And I'm not sure that she looks like she's crying because there are several times that her kids have done these things. But this time, she needs to forget about them. She needs to. And for like even if they don't love her, they will love her. She has a lot of kids. The one that she's never seen, we are there. All over the world, we are there. They should just let them go. They formed a cartel around her just to break her up. I would have advised that not for anything. She should have just sold her house and come to Ghana. They are not worth her. Okay? When she came to Ghana, she looked very relaxed and happy. Those kids, when they are telling you they love you, they don't. And it's like the same way their father did. And Nana, it couldn't also be that whilst they were coming on their vacation and all that, their father might have told them something about their mother. Could it?
Mm-mm.
That the father has polluted them towards their mom.
I don't think that's what it is. I think when kids grow up with one parent, they are eager to know the other one. What I say, and visiting that Lumba is for maybe a month or two, and he will make sure somebody spoil it. What I say, and when mothers live with just children, they are playing the fatherly role and then the motherly role. So the mother becomes very masculine in trying to, steer the kids right. So she becomes a disciplinarian. And in chronicle papa side, not on papa side, edge almost what. Omudrin say he's a good one. What I say. And I don't think so. Listen, have you heard anyone say my papa ne ka mama ne wasn't born that?
Never.
Never.
Because you want to actually. I understand that children gravitate towards that absentee parents, right? They kind of crave for it and all that. Here's the case whereby their father is dead. Their aunties, everybody wanted to find out. Their father has been buried without their mother seeing their father, right? Don't care. They've listened to how their mother has been glorified, insulted, a lot of things. And yet, their father is not around. But they are in bed with people, the very people destroyed their mother's name. Dangerous. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. Right? As a mother, I know how she is feeling. And they want to. Like, they are doing almost everything to break the woman's spirit. Right? And if she is still living there because of the kids, then I would advise that she should come to Ghana. There's no point. Come and fight for anything that is fighting for. And forget about them. Because they are not worth it. They are not worth her time. They are not worth anything. Those kids are challenged. Their kids will do even worse to them. For what they've done to their mother, how they fought her. Anytime their mother cry, it will be a curse unto them. Because that woman, I've never listened, I don't know her, but anytime she talks about love. She's fully empathetic and very compassionate. And that's how come their father took advantage of her. And that's how come everybody is trying to take, and
all right,
everybody is quiet about it.
Wrap it up.
Nana, this week I didn't Akosua. Yeah, find a way the address, even Baba Jama Asemo. And I need just to play it. And this be because in the home, we shouldn't lose focus on certain things. Now, no, we was not saying we are no more to be filing.
To be honest, so far, I haven't been calling for updates, because I'm just waiting for them to do whatever they are going to do. I can call and find out what's going on, but I just my bread. To be honest, me I'm per se asem na no asem na me per se we not is moving on with our lives, what I say. But then we are not giving up, just that.
No, they're doing it. They're into me. It's like until my man it's like I say, sure, be we should just continue supporting her any way we can. We shouldn't sleep on her. Okay? If we give up, that woman will give up. But until we get justice for her, we will still stand. And we will stand until unless they kill God.
Oh yeah, we are not giving up.
Yeah.
All right. But that's it. All right. That's it. The great one.
Okay. When you are Jebi.
Yes, boss.
The entire man from and me from and I'm a fellow. Tina me booty. The great man, the minia. I say, may the great man, my uncle school that. Now so, some me tenum to need be deal Nigeria fella. Some person is soon fella who are dear. The Fleming Kula no Marco school, no ma go. No ma can fella once in be arch them. Some person you who. Adia Maka Jackson, be ye madu do no mutana ye ma wo ya no my friend Kodano. No ma go. No ma can be arch them. A dear ya really cool Bob Marley. No ma go. No ma can be arch them. May ye sure said. Judge bien will be to Yakase, would never reading. Want to mention will be once. Lawyer beer him reading, so a person who no could was in be one, who bet me. That the loan by in the Pacasia at a sas halfway am a bobo, dear. Ain't the judge beer person who said that the loan by yen and wire, who do my uncle's school. Lawyer beer person who said that the loan by Walia pay. Na wali and who pass or wali be man as or who pass or wali be. Judge lawyer Pierre Gugua will be who. Now so judge input the emotional. Now Jebi I can't say emotional idea.
Or the emotions.
Emotions. Obi judge nso to me the paper say I na say we jani kunu 17 years. Judge you. Woko emrenim ugugona hu awale na emfa hu ne mfie dodo a wanfa amani kunu ho ni nyina na se wawale wontwem we munti na yewura otumfo o manhia hene se first na nko o manko school no edi ade pa ba se die me pese obia obedi hene no oyi obi otimekenka ya de. Now, so we need to still no couldn't to me nerdy will be so to me kayo, so intimate kayo, no couldn't nerdy. I could be anywhere walk school. I was who shared that the lumba one dear. No pursue who that the lumba yida or Bakako who said that the lumba yida you dobro ni. Any people be maybe I did any people be more. Judge for him, lawyer for him, I am for him, na yani a young school could I see him. Now so, Shakwaya ya dilumba ere, sister Akosua Serwaa, and I'm so. And the one the great man dear, me oye ni, wakate chinana, nama fame snap, nama fame Akosua, ame kunsu muho. Ehwana noko reno na some me pa me say me betie de akoto beka o beka no kra na nsem bi na me tio na wo ka yale ekum Michael Jackson wo ka yale ekum Bob Marley e die yale de kun da de lumba yankula wo mbaso wo musua de esua lumba ho ade no die no wo be mu say da de lumba no eni pakase na die kora ne kun no ye ni bi. Police mpanimfo wa Ghana ha, CID mpanimfo, soldier for mpanimfo, woman reading a history, and did that the lumba history no, a dear young fan so say a coon that the lumba. Intermediate mini Jebi, school no one could be a yet. Now so met me a catch or said, men are now a sibuenti. Miss school no, say me who so fast will be. Because men are now saying, well, one can't go Canada, as we see Kumasi Fiaka see for. Ninia na maame mo de no call school no. Owu ye wono ne fie na ninia no call school no. Ene ne matimu. Enti judges ye. Mo pese musua da de lumba ho ade a mu huna na. Lawyer fo mu hunu. Baba Jama ensamoni a wo support nyina enti wo hunu se da de lumba wo ko record mu, wo ko history mu a wonko hunu ne yere prinsela ho afosu bia wo na ne yere a wo be hunu ye ba ko pe e wo bukum eni Jebi de Ghana aduru ne de yewura mahama last 4 years wo kan wo se wonye Ghana court ni the same thing I made the great man o kata tia ba ankro na utwa meti ese menum menye Ghana court ni menye ahemfo bebre ni because omo nyina so the emotions no edi asem let us like akra metimi aka akere menu ama mo abrochire ene wo ma ya wale wo ma wale pase obi pesu odi uboni a entra o mani no uboni because odoburoni selugani ban wokoye ne sanka odoburoni ntiase o enzimani ba ene wokoye ne sanka wontiase na so ya ne akanfo de enam se Kristo nti Yesu nti na yedi ya bone na adwendwene ne pressure ekun e ka tsro efiri na ekwentina o mu obi nkun e wo bra nature universe ne wo a wo betime de wo asem akodan wo mo amo o matua so ka ma menu Jebi na medema no besi wa
Medase that lumba till now you need maybe see you know that lumba till now you need me a real cool no easy. All right, Sister Sweet Butterbrum.
Yeah, papa. Medase. Me kaya se menya ekazaka kre na de akoso nyina me de se da bia me di mochi bia ame akoso Serwaa and I'm support no because nasem eto da mitimisu ehwe ni picture say ya na misu eye meja okwan a yede na fa so enso ni nyina mo no ewiase enkwa ewo hia che bibia se wo wiase na wo nkwa eni ahode a esombo che bibia obi onye ma bebre wiase japade nyina but ntumi nye hwe nti wiase enkwa ensre nkwa ne ahode ma mame Akosua Serwaa na me de menim se me megide wa awurade no ade a ne de bia se ye ho Nyankopɔn ti ase ensa be kana ade na enkola no de no metie no metie no Team Legal Wife for no be platform so say omo de ahye enkola na dwem say mame Akosua Serwaa epre ejapade no one na kuma beboma o pre ejapade no de ama beboma enti ehye enkola na dwem ena na me bisa question bi say se ejapade no eze press law se wan no oyeyire na mame Akosua Serwaa so yeyira ekobani sa omo ebeche ejapade no mienu ombeche mu mienu de farmer emani mienu azana lumba side no ma beche ama emana na me ebese menu ehom select
To be honest, you see I am traditional wives no. Obi wunu anya well every PNDC law article 111. It's no me year no me no. I think so mummy no mo e percentage a ombenya enkwara benya ansa na abusuafo no ebi ye be oni papa wu ne maame ana ne maame ne parents no ebi ani nua no. Yeah. Ana enkwara no so yeah.
Yeah, nti nkola no mo maame de obenya bia
mo ankasa mo dia adenti na wo ma ebusiafo no bi ene Priscilla no akitu nsem wagu waso na more time mo maame na say mo maame abrochire bre ene nkola ho abrabo no enye izi kra say de o be bra mo papa digya mo ho na mo maame away egugruhi ase of house ne ha woni ate Kevin wonya akola ena Denise ba ko no ka ho na oba no ono zo on de wama said the one more canon no afefe de oti abroche ena yesende Ghana sika ede brewo abroche ede na sabio ebetima ahwe wakodru na wo maame na ofiri onkola bre ma hwe wa bedru baabi a wabri unni sympathy bia maame no atendidi ko twi ko bata amanfo di na tem ebia ni ho a ye wo ya demo Priscilla na onye wono na woda na yemu onya tema ama no opese yenje wo maame japade enfama no na wono ne nsaka japade ni wi a wonimo sele na sister bi ka se won we de ai Faustina ya mpone ba asa free mu ya we de Faustina ya odete onti kola na ebesremu ye bremu hu ye bre me ma fa bim etiana me feel ma me agosia se wa pen no me feel ma ne pa nti lesremu empire na emo stress nyankopon be ma ne nkwane amode na me de emezi megide werade me se ye ho nyankopon tiase ade bia ma me no o san fifiri edine sika ebo a dadelumba ma ne ye ne sabe kanede ise onyankopon no no ane jeje na odi asem dan ena omukoko tse omude jeje koto no so dana obusia pani se wo ye no jeje no egra ede jeje no to so ma wo ho na kire ye se aseba si won ho na kire se bibi kutem ense bi kromo a tim legal wife wo kan megidi 100%. Is a judge no can say and no question ne efa injunction to so ne nkwohwa de kure kumulumba na ye no kre no enua na subie na emumo na wo hye achi na wo ho se lumba gusia no ne maame emma no anase o maame fam no ho na ha no na wo nim se yezo bi de Ebenezer asemai obe na no se wasi esi na ni akogina wa wo kasa utimu se adwembone akasa wo ni tirima kasa na wo preja pade no utiwe wi ase it why the nim se ne me de me sorry ana me sorry nobody knows eti de obra pa no waja wo a wo anya wo dia na wo kwa akoje no wo de office wo be chine boana hwe wani ma wo de gira wa wo kasa akate kurare wani ejiri ase so wote wona ase wo ma no kore enna edi na nkontompo na abema na edi hina ewo anyankopon te ase wani mbegu ase ansa na de beto wato nti me de da de meka ne se yemo mpaye ensre nkwane ahode mama me akoso ese wa ebio na obi bisa se yenti womo se womo de me fa yentu kan se president ni ana wote ma bia na mama akoso ese wa ten o yenti me to ni free one even to ni free one se mama akoso ese wa ko koje court letter ni etu omo free wa na ye to pro no na obi ani free wa edan na betimi ase who knows me dwen se nipa boni ni kura betimi akotwa gya to free wa hye ana even oba na okotena ho se makotena se free wa edan na nipa boni ni be ma na ye dia ye.
Wow, all of a sudden, my TikTok just got cut off.
Before I created my TikTok account in January 2020.
Wow. I think they probably took my TikTok. Oh. No, actually, let's do a secure. What's going on? I don't know what happened though, but TikTok. Oh, okay. I wish I for TikTok all of a sudden and when I cut to you. Auntie Kia, what's your room?
Thank you, Nana Jebi. Yeah, Lumban Semi and Akosua. Let me say something to you. I think I will ask that don't give up. Yeah, the situation that is going on. I see some of the questions you were answering when people were asking you questions. It's heartbreaking, especially for those who are supporting Mama Serwaa, and then these children are doing all these things behind. It looks like you are being backtracked to the whole thing, and so I will encourage you. Don't give up. Let's keep on fighting. Some of us we can. We are able to do some behind the scene, but those of you who have shown yourself up, please continue to support this woman. Her situation is very sad, and we don't wish this on anybody. So, to all those who are supporting Mama Akosua Serwaa, please keep doing whatever you are doing, and God Almighty Allah will bless each and every one of you. My first standard I want to talk about is marriage. When we are looking at this issue that is going on, the institution of marriage is at risk in Ghana. In Ghana, not any other place. In Ghana, where I am in US, as long as you have your certificate, you don't need to show anything, just your certificate, and you're done. You don't have to prove yourself in any other way. And I believe it's supposed to be done the same way in Ghana. Traditional marriage is different, but when it comes to ordinary marriage, as if somebody has their certificate, there shouldn't be any issue with this thing going on. And I think because of that is my thought, because maybe the woman doesn't live in Ghana, and that is why they are supporting those Odobroni or whoever it is who lives in Ghana. But that should not be the case. The court system in Ghana also, it's very corrupt. This court system is very corrupt. And I see ministers, president, nobody from the presidency side or the national, whoever are supposed to, the pastors who are even supposed to speak against this. Nobody is coming up to speak. For whatever reason, I don't know. So it baffles me when I see that everybody is quiet, except few people who have the legal wives who have dedicated themselves, and the other side who are dedicated themselves to fight against this, to bring justice to what is supposed to be. Everybody is quiet, and this shouldn't be in Ghana, because Ghana for them say the institution of the marriage is at stake. So I am thinking these pastors, great pastors, the Church of Pentecost, all those Assemblies of God pastors, they are all Christians. The president is a member of the Assemblies of God. They should stand up. They should stand up against this issue and bring peace to this situation. Look at somebody who has struggled in this, just this Sunday, a small snowstorm that came around. A lot of people are home. Nobody can move. Imagine this woman walking through the snow, making money and sending it home for its husband to make properties. And then somebody somewhere, all of a sudden, will rise up and say, I'm fighting against you, because I also think I am eligible for some of this property. Yes, you are. Your children can be eligible for it. And I understand, I don't know how true it is, that this man has also, put up a building for you. Why don't you leave this woman alone? Your children definitely will receive what
their share of the property. So why don't you just stick to whatever? For whatever reason, this lady is fighting, I don't know. But we are all praying that the system this time around where they appeal, and looking at it, the appeal, there was, for me, I think they will even sit down for so many years before this appeal will be what? Attend to. Because that's the problem in Ghana. Everything takes like so many years to finish. So I am praying. I am really praying for that woman, and also encouraging everybody that is supporting her. Don't give up. I mean, we fought from since Number died up to this time. We shouldn't give up. We should just keep fighting. But I wish somebody can talk to, those of you who have information can talk to this lady for her to be strong. I am also thinking she has been so quiet, looking at what is going on with her children. I'm thinking this children, they are not kids anymore. They are adults. They don't know what is going on or what transpired between their mom and their dad. Maybe their mom didn't open things to them. So they've already known the good side about their mom. And then she keep letting them go visit their parent. And so they are used to this lady. But they shouldn't sit there for her to, manipulate her. My thought is, you being a lawyer or a law student, even if you don't want to come up front, knowing that you are supporting your mom, behind the scene, talk to Dr. Lawyer Kusi and support your whatever advice you can give to your mom. Give it to her. My thought is maybe she's just been hypocrite, trying to make sure his other siblings don't see that she's supporting the mom, but truly, she's, supporting her, and then removing your name from this LA thing. It's not worth it. I think your mom put your name there because you are in law school. She maybe her thought is you will be the one to even help with some advice or with some directions when it comes to law. That is the main reason why she put, because your older brother is there. So for her to go and find another lawyer behind her mom, behind Lawyer Kusi, to do this, it's very, very sad. Very sad. For me, I don't trust all the words, I love my mom. If you love your mom, show it. Show it, let it be evident. Even if you don't want your siblings to know, don't just go and remove your name. Talk to the Lawyer Kusi. I heard she talked to him, and I don't know whether it was delay in the process on the part of Lawyer Kusi or whatever it is. But don't go and, find another lawyer to fight against your mom, to remove your name. This is like a childish attitude that this girl has done. 24 years, 25 years. You are not a child anymore. So I feel for this woman. I really feel for her. And just like you said earlier on, we shouldn't use emotions to address this issue. But some of the things that is going on, especially considering their mom and the kids, it's very abhorrent. It's very sad. And so I believe we all have to support this woman to bring it to a completion. We know whatever the Lord has begun, He will make sure it comes, and then the victory will be hers. It takes time, but she has to also stand up. The quietness sometimes destroys things. She needs to put on her girdle and just also fight. Sometimes it destroys things. Fight for what belongs to you. If you know this belongs to you, fight for it. There's nothing wrong with it. Even if you're a Christian, there is nothing wrong with it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all that you are doing. You're really doing a good job on this issue.
All right.
God bless
Thank you. All right. Odi?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I'm here to move. You have a corner.
Yeah. I'm here to my brain or brain. I'm going to operate. The front. And the short. I think it's an issue here, Akosua. I follow some of you on the backstage. I've spoken to quite a number of lawyers. Me and Kasanso follow issues there, and sometimes you are tempted to speak with emotions because of the daylight robbery now, Akosua. But one, two, also busa certain critical questions. At the end of the day, One share service a stupid kakra because upumpu a be fierce and abane in Aina Kunya can be. And we cannot all cry more than the bereaved. There's no way me and Metia make us say service be Akosua Serwaa unimi. And me so be the Piamihuna Mihunu because me home TV so be on the pictures, but we don't have any relationship. Could it be say Metia maybe say Akosua idea or Pemasem saying I don't think so. These are children on one case said you do my baby as here on one or more. And see a dear Bena Akosua and Korani Nima ye until or more art the way or more art. Because I started drawing my emotions out of this issue. Time now running back from Rano. For me, it wasn't wrong for them to come for the funeral. But their body language at the funeral, the way I want was a penny reality at the funeral. This is a manner where disgracing mommy. Our relationship with their stepmom. This is a woman. She has a hand in what is going on. After the funeral, during the funeral, the relationship there, the whole body language, it may a bit skeptical about the whole thing. And then fast forward, this early thing Asaba. The question is, and you boy the penny. Why didn't the mom put the boy's name on it? Now bypassing firstborn to the secondborn. Now secondborn is what we do trade. What is there that we don't know?
Because I cried the firstborn, legally on your lumba on paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so ordination so the boarding back say, maybe you should after
Technically, okay. So for technical reasons, okay, that is fine. But going back to even the postmortem issues, Penny kept referring, say, postmortem, not boy, the boy was there during the postmortem up to now, on making any comment about it. And even our mother herself, for so many years, letters out of no trauma, and your men properties are not percent or Jenny, no the baby. And it's like I say, after making one or two attempts, one team go and push you to where we are now. And so for me as a young person, I would rather want to take some lessons than rather being emotional or putting myself into this too much, because I say, so what I share on service for. I don't know, certain people will say, oh, fight na kayet me di omachina, ye fight more. One share now more could do to and that wouldn't be right. It's the first lesson I miss you and say as a young man, what advice will I give my girl child? What advice will I give my siblings, my sisters? Marriage is not by force. First of all, you should know that your husband can go and become your ex-husband. You can become an ex-wife. And so once you're in the marriage and you think that things are not going on well, don't wait till it is too late. We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk after 17 years, after 20 years. Why are you talking now? So sabi, mami, nami kwa the man in kwana, me endure na kofa who ya. What does she gain? So as a woman, as a young girl, growing up, know that marriage is not a do or die affair. When you think you are being taken advantage of, act as soon as possible. Act as soon as possible. Two, they made those mistakes, but as young people, we should also learn. Life comes with opportunity cost. Now men Ghana say, it doesn't add up. It has no scientific, no physical empirical evidence. Because we can't put now Ghana, no be the way now we are there. So about broche. It's a New York, London, Australia, wherever. It won't cause a say, oh, my need to Japan or Quada should go. Game I mean no be better 30 years, 25 years, or landing on call France that. Or to say they don't have time for vacation, they don't have time for themselves, and yet 12 hours straight living. A human will sit down or turn say because he thinks that he's making a Japan or Ghana for the man, they will not go for it. And once you are investing in them, their education and whatever, invest in yourself. And yes, you'll be so much disappointed. And that is what we are seeing. You'll be so much disappointed. So for me, I follow some of you, I listen to the argument, but I only take lessons because one here, and that has been the argument of they've decided to remain neutral in this issue, Because sometimes, so what the argument may be from team legal wise now, a bit of emotional argument, it doesn't support facts. Because of how I did or Kasa sometimes it goes beyond the fact and what the law says. And see, Brian me this opportunity. But for me, the lessons that I'm learning, whatever they ask for, I hope they say grand slowly. I hope say I mean be not justice, but so when not justice is
But that's the brain, I'm sure. Abusuafo said your brother and kind, lessons never same way one and here. So as I said, and most of us, we are emotionally attached to this thing, but we are not learning. Yeah, fire drain to what till now. The mistake yeah, mammy, a man for so ye be yet. As I say, as it stands right now, I wouldn't say a brandy and wajao or 12 if you're on a metrono, but still no, would have so a creme. Sometimes you have to let people go. Men fadi abusian for go ahead and divorce the person that won't say where you need. So as I say, okay, we did now so when I was say man no do na no shit. Minyanum patch of bread, my bread. I have some people waiting, but many come, they don't always see a yankopon shamu. Make sure say you subscribe to the channel, so I won't subscribe here. And also make sure you follow me on TikTok. Abusian for one more YouTube, no bet me about members. Patch sign up to be a member of my page. That must be brave. Peace.